Hello, very good evening. And we start with breaking news tonight. Police investigating the murder of a 24-year-old woman found in the boot of a car say they believe she was killed by her husband, who's thought to have fled the country. Harshita Brella's body was found in Ilford in London on Thursday. A post-mortem carried out the next day established she had been murdered. Our Midlands correspondent Lisa Dowd reports.
In the months prior to her murder, Harshita Brella had been the subject of a court order designed to protect victims of domestic violence. Now, police have released images of the man they believe killed her husband, Pankaj Lamba.
Our inquiries lead us to suspect that Harshita was murdered in Northamptonshire earlier this month by her husband, Pankaj Lamba. We suspect he transported Harshita's body from Northamptonshire to Ilford by car. We now believe he has fled the country.
Police won't say where they think Lamba has gone, but they are gathering evidence from crime scenes 100 miles apart to try to work out where and when she was killed. On Wednesday, police were called to her home in Corby in Northamptonshire after concerns were raised about her welfare. When they came to check on her here, officers say there was no answer. Close neighbours described the home as a house of multiple occupancy with a number of people living here, but they say they didn't know Harshita. On Thursday, her body was found in the boot of a car in Ilford in East London. Police also cordoned off a second location in Corby, close to Harshita's home. A neighbour who didn't want to be identified said she'd seen her there.
I've heard a lot of shouting, a lot of banging around, a male or female arguing, raised voices, like furniture being thrown. She seems like a lovely young woman. She seems laid back and everything. It's just a shame to lose the lovely girl.
The Northamptonshire force have referred themselves to the police watchdog, the IOPC, due to the previous contact they'd had with Harshita, as an international manhunt is launched to find her husband. Lisa Dowd, Sky News, Northamptonshire.
And Lisa is in Kettering for us this evening. Lisa, as you say, an international manhunt underway. Have you been given any hint as to where he may have escaped to?
I did ask police that question, and they said that for operational reasons they weren't able to say where they believe he has gone, but they do think that he murdered Harshita earlier this month. He transported her body via car from Corby to London, and he has fled the country. Now, there are 60 detectives, police say, working on this murder investigation. They are reviewing all footage available to them, including CCTV footage and ANPR camera footage as well. They are asking anyone who knew her to come forward with any information that they may have, or anyone who saw anything suspicious in the last week or so to get in touch with them. They are stressing there is no risk to the public, the British public, so they are, though, stepping up reassurance patrols by officers in the area. They said this was a young girl with her whole life ahead of her, and they have referred themselves, as I said, to the police watchdog, the IOPC, because she had contact with officers prior to her murder. So an international manhunt underway for her husband, Pankaj Lamba, and they have released these two images of him in the hope of getting any further information about him and about what happened in the days leading up to her murder and since then.